There are two acceptable methods to tie pool equipment back to the bonding grid. Firstly, run a separate number 8 solid copper conductor from the pool equipment to the grid. This method is widely accepted and may be required by some local jurisdictions. Secondly, clamp to the brass niche conduit. This is an acceptable method according to the code and is widely accepted. Do not rely on the niche conduit to be bonded to the pool structure. Run a number 8 solid copper conductor from the pump to the niche conduit and a second number 8 solid copper conductor from the niche conduit to the pool structure. In either method you will need to verify that the pump structure is bonded to the motor and that the motor is bonded to the conduit with bonding jumpers. The niche conduit must be bonded to the pool light with a bonding jumper to meet the requirements of the code. If there is a spot on the pool, it must be bonded by either method, and all bonding conductors should be number 8 solid copper conductors. You are correct in your assumption that there is a potential difference if the pool steel, light niche conduit and other metal components are not properly bonded. The bond conductor between the pool light and the pool structure and from the pump to the pool structure must be in place before adding the bond conductor from the motor or pump to the niche conduit. Proper bonding and grounding are essential for electrical safety around swimming pools and spas. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides specific guidelines to minimize the risk of electric shock. One crucial aspect is the creation of a common bonding grid, which aims to equalize electrical potential in and around the pool area. Let's delve into the details of bonding and grounding in swimming pool installations according to the NEC. The purpose of bonding is to connect all metallic parts of the pool and its surroundings to create an equipotential plane. This means that if a fault occurs, all bonded parts will rise in voltage together, reducing the chance of a dangerous voltage difference between them. 680.26 of the NEC covers the requirements for bonding in swimming pools. This section mandates the connection of various metallic components, including the pool reinforcing steel, metal fittings, metal conduit, and electrical equipment. The common bonding grid can be achieved using several methods. One acceptable method, outlined in 680.26c, allows the use of rigid metal conduit, intermediate metal conduit, or brass or other identified corrosion-resistant metal conduits as part of the bonding grid. This means that if the light niche is constructed of brass conduit, it can serve as a connection point for the bonding grid. However, it's crucial to ensure that the conduit itself is properly connected to the other components of the bonding grid. A common concern is whether adding a bonding connection to the niche conduit could create a potential difference if the original structural bonding was inadequate. The NEC emphasizes the importance of a comprehensive bonding system. If the pool steel, light niche, and other metal components were not properly bonded during the initial construction, adding a connection to the niche conduit alone might not be sufficient. In such cases, it's essential to address the underlying issues and ensure that all required components are properly bonded together. When bonding the pool equipment, it's important to use the correct size and type of conductor. The NEC typically requires a number 8 solid copper conductor for bonding purposes. This conductor should be connected to the various metallic parts of the pool equipment, such as the pump motor, filter housing, and any other metal components. It's also important to ensure that the bonding connections are made in a way that provides a reliable electrical connection. This may involve using bonding lugs or clamps that are specifically designed for the purpose. In addition to bonding, grounding is another critical aspect of electrical safety in swimming pool installations. Grounding involves connecting the electrical system to the earth, providing a path for fault current to flow back to the source. 680.21 and 680.23 of the NEC cover the requirements for grounding in swimming pools. These sections mandate the installation of a grounding electrode system, which typically consists of one or more ground rods or ground plates. The grounding electrode system must be connected to the electrical panel serving the pool equipment, as well as to any metal enclosures or equipment that could become energized. GFCI protection is required for most electrical circuits associated with swimming pools. GFCI devices are designed to detect even small amounts of leakage current and quickly interrupt the circuit, preventing electric shock. The NEC requires GFCI protection for lighting receptacles, and other electrical equipment installed within a certain distance of the pool. When upgrading electrical systems in older pools, it's essential to bring the installation up to current code requirements. This may involve adding GFCI protection, upgrading the bonding and grounding systems, and replacing any outdated or unsafe equipment. It's also important to inspect the existing wiring and make sure that it is in good condition. If the wiring is damaged or deteriorated, it should be replaced. When working on electrical systems around swimming pools, it's crucial to follow all safety precautions. Always disconnect the power before working on any electrical equipment. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as rubber gloves and safety glasses. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, hire a qualified electrician to do the work. Regular inspections and maintenance are essential to ensure the ongoing safety of swimming pool electrical systems. Check the bonding and grounding connections periodically to make sure they are still in good condition. Test the GFCI devices regularly to verify that they are functioning properly. If you notice any signs of electrical problems, such as flickering lights or shocks, have the system inspected by a qualified electrician. In summary, proper bonding and grounding are critical for electrical safety in swimming pool installations. The NEC provides detailed guidelines for bonding and grounding, as well as other safety requirements. When installing or upgrading electrical systems around swimming pools, it's essential to follow all applicable codes and standards. By taking these precautions, you can help to ensure the safety of everyone who uses the pool. In addition to the general requirements for bonding and grounding, there are also specific rules for certain types of pool equipment. For example, the NEC requires that pool lights be bonded to the pool structure with a number 8 solid copper conductor. This conductor should be connected to the metal housing of the light and to the pool reinforcing steel or other approved bonding point. The purpose of this bonding connection is to equalize the electrical potential between the light and the pool structure, reducing the risk of electric shock. Pool heaters also have specific bonding and grounding requirements. The NEC requires that pool heaters be bonded to the pool bonding grid with a number 8 solid copper conductor. The heater must also be grounded to the equipment grounding conductor of the electrical circuit serving the heater. This grounding connection provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, helping to protect against electric shock. Saltwater chlorinators are another type of pool equipment that requires special attention when it comes to bonding and grounding. Saltwater chlorinators use electrolysis to generate chlorine from salt water. This process can create stray electrical currents in the pool water, which can be a safety hazard. To mitigate this risk, the NEC requires that saltwater chlorinators be bonded to the pool bonding grid with the number 8 solid copper conductor. This bonding connection helps to equalize the electrical potential between the chlorinator and the pool water, reducing the risk of electric shock. When installing or upgrading electrical systems around swimming pools, it's important to consider the specific requirements for all types of pool equipment. Make sure that all equipment is properly bonded and grounded in accordance with the NEC. It's also important to use only approved materials and equipment that are designed for use in wet environments. In addition to following the NEC requirements, it's also a good idea to consult with a qualified electrician who has experience with swimming pool electrical systems. An electrician can help you to design and install a safe and reliable electrical system for your pool. They can also provide guidance on how to maintain the system and keep it in good working order. When it comes to swimming pool electrical safety, there is no substitute for knowledge and experience. By educating yourself about the NEC requirements and consulting with a qualified electrician, you can help to ensure the safety of everyone who uses the pool. Also, remember that local jurisdictions may have additional requirements beyond the NEC, so it is important to check with your local building department for specific regulations in your area. Always use a licensed and insured electrician for any electrical work on your pool. They will be familiar with the codes and regulations in your area and can ensure that the work is done safely and correctly. Here are some additional tips for swimming pool electrical safety. Never use electrical appliances or devices near the pool. Keep all electrical cords and outlets away from the water. Have a qualified electrician inspect your pool electrical system regularly. Test your GFCI outlets monthly to make sure they are working properly. Teach children about swimming pool electrical safety. Post warning signs about the dangers of electricity near the pool. By following these safety tips, you can help to prevent electrical accidents and injuries around your swimming pool. Electrical safety is paramount around swimming pools. The combination of water and electricity poses a significant risk, and adherence to the National Electrical Code, specifically Article 680, is crucial. Let's explore the key aspects of pool bonding and grounding, clarifying the requirements and best practices. Bonding in pool systems aims to create an equipotential plane, minimizing voltage differences and reducing the risk of electric shock. This involves connecting all metallic parts within and around the pool to a common bonding grid. According to NEC 680.26, the common bonding grid can consist of various components, including the pool reinforcing steel, metal fittings, metal conduit, and electrical equipment. One acceptable method is utilizing rigid metal conduit, intermediate metal conduit, or corrosion-resistant metal conduit such as brass, as part of the bonding grid. This allows the light niche conduit, if made of brass, to serve as a connection point. However, proper connection to other bonding grid components is essential. A common concern arises when existing structural bonding is inadequate. Simply adding a bonding connection to the niche conduit might not suffice. It is crucial to address underlying issues and ensure all components are correctly bonded for a comprehensive system. When bonding pool equipment, use the correct conductor size and type, typically number 8 solid copper. Connect this conductor to metallic parts like the pump motor, filter housing, and other metal components. Ensure reliable electrical connections using appropriate bonding lugs or clamps. Grounding, another vital aspect, connects the electrical system to the earth, providing a path for fault current. NEC 680.21 and 680.23 outline grounding requirements, mandating a grounding electrode system with ground rods or plates. This system connects to the electrical panel serving the pool and any metal enclosures or equipment that could become energized. GFCI protection is mandatory for most pool-related circuits. GFCIs detect small leakage currents and quickly interrupt the circuit, preventing electric shock. This protection is required for lighting, receptacles, and equipment within a specific distance of the pool. Upgrading older pool electrical systems involves bringing them up to current code. This includes adding GFCI protection, upgrading bonding and grounding, and replacing outdated equipment. Inspect existing wiring for damage and replace if necessary. Safety precautions are paramount when working on pool electrical systems. Always disconnect power before working on equipment. Wear personal protective equipment like rubber gloves and safety glasses. If uncomfortable working with electricity, hire a qualified electrician. Regular inspections and maintenance are essential for ongoing safety. Check bonding and grounding connections periodically. Test GFCI devices regularly. If you notice electrical problems like flickering lights or shocks, have the system inspected. Pool lights require bonding to the pool structure with a number 8 solid copper conductor, connecting the metal housing to the pool reinforcing steel or approved bonding point. This equalizes electrical potential between the light and pool structure. Pool heaters also have specific requirements, needing bonding to the pool bonding grid with a number 8 solid copper conductor and grounding to the equipment grounding conductor. Saltwater chlorinators require bonding to the pool bonding grid with a number 8 solid copper conductor to mitigate stray electrical currents. When installing or upgrading pool electrical systems, consider the specific requirements for all equipment and use approved materials designed for wet environments. Consulting a qualified electrician experienced in pool electrical systems is advisable for designing and installing a safe and reliable system and providing maintenance guidance. Remember that local jurisdictions may have additional requirements beyond the NEC, so it is important to check with your local building department for specific regulations in your area. The following safety tips are essential. Never use electrical appliances or devices near the pool. Keep cords and outlets away from water. Have a qualified electrician inspect your pool electrical system regularly. Test your GFCI outlets monthly. Teach children about swimming pool electrical safety and post warning signs about the dangers of electricity near the pool.